followed by surrender to the EU. Pro-EU politicians, meanwhile, said the transition period proposal was another sign of May's weak bargaining hand in an attempt to stall for time. Another former Conservative minister, Nick Boles, warned that May was losing the confidence now of colleagues of all shades of opinion. May stood firm in the face of the stinging criticism at home, saying that the UK and the EU could overcome the few but considerable disagreements standing in the way of a divorce agreement. Some 3,000 Hondurans made their way through Guatemala. Attention turned to Mexico after U.S. President Donald Trump threatened to close the U.S.-Mexico border if authorities there failed to stop them, a nearly unthinkable move that would disrupt hundreds of thousands of legal freight, vehicle, and pedestrian crossings each day. Less than 3 weeks before the November 6 midterm elections, Trump seized on the migrant caravan to make border security a political issue and energize his Republican base. The threat followed another one earlier this week to cut off aid to Central American countries if the migrants weren't stopped. Trump made a similar vow over another large migrant caravan in April, but didn't follow through, and it largely petered out in Mexico. Yesterday, Mexico's foreign ministry said the government was assisting members of the caravan who had already crossed into Mexican territory and was explaining the options open to the migrants in helping those who chose to apply for refugee status to navigate the lengthy process. Supermodel Karlie Kloss has married businessman Joshua Kushner. Kloss posted a photo of her in a wedding dress and Kushner in a tuxedo, both of them beaming on Instagram and Twitter yesterday. People magazine reports the couple married at a small ceremony in upstate New York and will have a larger ceremony in the spring. Kloss's publicist did not return an email seeking details about the wedding yesterday. Kushner is the younger brother of Jared Kushner, President Donald Trump's son-in-law and one of his senior advisors. Kloss has modeled for Victoria's Secret and numerous luxury brands and will be the new host of Project Runway.
Metro Plus, your radio weather.
Sunny intervals in the afternoon, mainly cloudy tonight. Fresh easterly winds, strong offshore. The outlook, winds will moderate during the weekend. There will be sunny periods and temperatures will rise gradually early next week.
The views expressed within this program are that of the host and their guests and does not necessarily reflect the views of this station, Metro Plus AM 1044.
Pandango. Tinikling. Maglalatik. O subli. Kahit saan, Pinoy tayo san man. Get yourself ready.
What?
Monday through Friday from 2 to 3 p.m.
What's the big idea?
Cause PTS in the mix.
Oh, yeah.
Kaya sa mga iba pang hindi nakakaalam, gisingin na sila. Tawagan pa kung kailangan. Dahil nahuhuli na sila sa trend ng bayan.
I love you.
PTS in the mix. Hashtag truly in the mix.
The village representative election and Kaifong representative election are approaching. Candidates, election helpers, and voters should observe the law. It is an offence if any person offers advantages, food, drink, or entertainment to induce votes for any particular candidate. Any person who accepts will also be guilty. Abide by the law. Support clean elections. ICAC Report Hotline 25266 366.
The Big J's in the house. In the mix.
Pleasant good afternoon, PTS addicts. It's a Friday, Party Friday dito sa ating programa, and you got me, your party DJ, The Big J, broadcasting live and loud. Only here on, of course, The Plus 1044. And we're gonna take a break from Backtrack Friday, and we're gonna play Justin Bieber's Despacito. You're locked in with Hong Kong's hottest on a Friday.
Come and move that in my direction. So thankful for that, it's such a blessing, yeah. Turn every situation into heaven, yeah. Oh, you are my sunrise on the darkest day. got me feeling some kind of way. Make me wanna savor every moment slowly, slowly. You fit me, tailor-made, love how you put it on. Got the only key, know how to turn it on. The way you nibble on my ear, the only words I wanna hear. Baby, take it slow so we can last long.
Tú eres el imán y yo soy el metal. Me voy acercando y voy armando el plan. Solo con pensarlo se acelera el pulso.
Oh yeah, ya me está gustando más de lo normal. Todos mis sentidos van pidiendo más. Esto hay que tomarlo sin ningún apuro. Despacito, quiero respirar tu cuello despacito. Deja que te diga cosas al oído, para que te acuerdes si no estás conmigo. Despacito, quiero desnudarte a besos despacito. Forman las paredes de tu laberinto y hacer de tu cuerpo todo un manuscrito.
Quiero ver bailar tu pelo, quiero ser tu ritmo. Que le enseñes a mi boca tus lugares favoritos. Déjame sobrepasar tus zonas de peligro, hasta provocar tus gritos y que olvides tu apellido.
Si te pido un beso, vendámelo. Yo sé que estás pensándolo. Llevo tiempo intentándolo. Mami, esto es dándolo. Sabe que tu corazón conmigo te hace bam bam. Sabe que esa beba está buscando de mi bam bam. Me pruebas de mi boca para ver cómo te sabe. Quiero ver cuánto amor a ti te cabe. Yo no tengo prisa, yo me quiero dar el viaje. Empezamos lento, después salvaje. Pasito a pasito, suave, suavecito. Nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito. Cuando tú me besas con esa destreza, veo que eres malicia con delicadeza. Pasito a pasito, suave, suavecito. Nos vamos pegando poquito a poquito. Y es que esa belleza es un rompecabezas, pero para montarlo aquí tengo la pieza. Oye, despacito, quiero respirar tu cuello despacito. Deja que te diga cosas al oído, para que te acuerdes si no estás conmigo. Despacito, quiero desnudarte a besos despacito. Firman las paredes de tu laberinto y hacer de tu cuerpo todo un manuscrito.
Quiero ver bailar tu pelo, quiero ser tu ritmo. Que le enseñes a mi boca tus lugares favoritos. Déjame sobrepasar tus zonas de peligro, hasta provocar tus gritos y que olvides tu apellido. Despacito, this is how we do it down in Puerto Rico. I just wanna hear you screaming, ay bendito. I can go forever cuando esté contigo.
Pasito a pasito, suave, suavecito. Nos vamos pegando poquito a
Que le
poquito.
enseñes a mi boca tus lugares favoritos.
Pasito a pasito, suave, suavecito. Nos vamos pegando poquito a
Hasta
poquito.
provocar tus gritos y que olvides tu apellido.
Despacito.
The Big J's in the house. In the mix.
That was Luis Fonsi teaming up with Daddy Yankee, and that was a Justin Bieber remix of Despacito. 12 minutes past the hour of 2. We got 66 days to go till Christmas. That's right, Christmas is just around the corner, and I'm sure you're just like DJ The Big J na nilalamig sa umaga. Diba? Malamig na yung simoy ng hangin. It's really cold. Temperatures are starting to drop, and I'm so excited for winter. I'm sure everyone is as well. Now, this afternoon is gonna be a really interesting afternoon dito sa ating program PTS in the Mix, because I don't normally want to talk about this, but hey, why not, right? Why not? Christmas naman, Pasko naman eh. So why not? Why not? So you guys probably know our topic. It's, well, ang pinaka nga ina-avoid ni DJ The Big J pag-usapan. Dahil pagdating sa buhok, pagdating sa hair, talagang ayokong pag-usapan dahil wala ako niyan. To give you a bit of an idea of what we are going to be talking about this afternoon, listen to this.
Hi. Hi.
What's your name?
My name is Lexi.
Lexi, I'm Lennox.
Hi.
It's nice to meet you. What's
Oscar.
your name? Oscar, I'm Lennox. Nice to meet you. Do you know why we're here?
No idea.
You want to guess?
Yeah.
What's your guess? Do you notice anything about me? You can say yes.
Yeah.
What do you notice?
But
Don't worry. It's not going to be weird.
okay. That you don't have hair.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have any hair. Why do you think that I'm bald?
I don't know. Me either.
Could you take a guess?
You have cancer?
No, but you're on the right track. I do have a health-related reason for why I'm bald, but it's not cancer. Do you know why?
There's this thing when you lose a lot of hair.
Yeah.
First there's blotches.
Yeah.
It gets more.
Yeah, you already know a lot about it. Do you remember the name?
Oh yeah.
It's alopecia.
Keisha.
Yeah. It's called alopecia.
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 Alopecia. Yeah.
Oh, peach.
Alopecia.
What's alopecia?
Alopecia with a P in the end.
What's alopecia?
So alopecia is a disease where my body thinks that my hair is bad. So my body fights my hair, basically. Yeah.
Like this?
Yep, exactly like that. My body thinks that my hair is like an intruder. So my immune system, the thing, you know when you get sick and your body, you get like a fever?
Yeah.
So that thing fights my hair follicles.
Oh.
Yeah, so when I was 15, all my hair fell out.
Oh.
I used to have hair just like you. But it was a little bit longer than yours, but
Maybe a little bit.
yeah, just a little bit. It like came down like right there. Yeah. So you've heard of it before?
Yes. When my mom also had alopecia, but she grew it back.
Really?
So, yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Were you hair ever grow back?
I don't think so. Some people with alopecia, their hair grows back, but usually if it does, it falls out again.
Do you have hair on your arms and legs?
A little bit. I get like patches of hair on my legs. It's kind of weird.
And I also see your eyebrows. You also lost there.
Yeah, I don't have any eyebrows either.
And also,
I have eyelashes.
oh,
I did lose my eyelashes.
a little bit?
I lost them all the way, and then they grew all the way back.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Wait, was it like just one day you woke up and there was a bunch of hair on your pillow?
Kind of, yeah. One day I woke up and there was like a circle on my head of baldness that was like right here. Yeah.
Did you eat something for breakfast?
Did I eat something for breakfast? Yeah, I
Did you
did.
eat something that morning that made you...
Oh, the morning that made my hair fall out? I don't think so. It's genetic, so it's not from food, it's not from other people. Like you can't get it if we touch like our fingers like this. You can't get it from me, don't worry. It's in
what if
my
it goes
genes.
the other way around? Hair comes.
Like if I go like this and then you grow more hair?
Yes.
That would be pretty cool. That would be like a superpower maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have to go to the doctor and take medicine?
Yeah. I go to the doctor sometimes, but I don't really take medicine because there's nothing that you can do to make alopecia go away.
Did it hurt when it fell out?
No, it didn't hurt, but I had to do this treatment to try to make it grow back where they put shots into my head. They gave me injections. And that hurt really bad. And I would hold my mom's hand really, really, really tight, and the doctor would count down. So
It just hurts my arm.
I know, yeah. Do you think that you can imagine losing your hair?
No.
Do you think that you would still feel girly?
I feel girly no matter what.
Oh! How would you feel if one day you were in the shower and your hair just started falling out?
I would maybe cover my hair.
So you wouldn't want people to see? You would be embarrassed?
Yes. Were you embarrassed at first?
Yeah. I remember the day that I shaved my head. We went out for pizza, and I was sitting in the pizza parlor with my hat on, just like so scared because I didn't want people to know.
When you're out in public, like What do people do?
People stare at me, people point at me, people do a double take, you know, like they look at me and then they look away and then they look back and they're like, yeah, exactly.
Aside from losing your hair, is there anything else that happens with alopecia?
Sometimes I get really bad fatigue.
So you just fall asleep?
Yeah, it's really hard to do certain things.
What's your job?
I'm a model. Yeah. Are you surprised?
A little bit.
Yeah, that's okay. Why are you surprised?
I don't know. They have hair and they're always like doing something with it while they're modeling.
Do you get rich?
No.
I thought models make richness.
Some models are rich, but not all of them.
Do you ever wish you had all your hair back?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I feel really beautiful and sometimes I feel really ugly. And that's just part of being alive, I think. But the goal is to be kind to myself and like the way I look. So I think most of the time, no, I wouldn't wish for it back.
Well, do you guys think she's beautiful?
Yeah! And some people don't care if you have problems.
You're right. Some people don't care.
PTS in the mix.
That's right. Some people just don't care about your problems, but we have someone that really cares for all of us, especially for the topic right now, alopecia. And she said that it's Alopecia Awareness Month. Kaya naman, I am so glad to introduce to you my guest this afternoon. She's none other than Vina Dancingani of Color Me Natural. Plus, a good afternoon, Vina.
Good afternoon, Jay. Thank you so much for inviting me here.
And thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
Now, we actually just heard an audio clip about a model suffering from alopecia. Now, she's being questioned by children. Pretty cute.
Yeah, they always question. They don't shy back from questioning.
Exactly. But actually on the video, she basically lost all of her hair. And she's bald and she doesn't have an eyebrow. Now, is this normal for alopecia or anyone suffering from alopecia? Is this normal?
Okay, so let me just clarify what's alopecia.
Yes.
All right. So alopecia is just a medical term for any kind of hair loss.
Okay.
All right. So, and then under that, there's categorization. So is it male pattern baldness? Is it female pattern baldness? Is it alopecia areata? Is it alopecia, traction alopecia?
So there are several
categories
of
alopecia.
alopecia.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So when people talk about having alopecia, you got to find out what kind
Which
of alopecia
one is it? Right. Okay. So from the audio clip, it was alopecia
areata.
Areata.
No. So if she's completely lost her hair, it's totalis.
Okay.
It's totally lost, right? And then if she's starting to lose hair from her eyebrows, her eyelashes, her entire body, that's universal.
Okay.
So that's what it's categorized under. Like first is total, and then it's universal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, she can lose all of her hair.
All over her body.
All over her body. Wow. That's extreme. Okay. So first, you said that this month is Alopecia Awareness Month, right?
Actually, let me correct that. It's September was Alopecia
okay.
Awareness.
So September.
Was, and I started this awareness campaign for September, October, and November because people can't really get to know much within 1 month.
So you've extended it till November.
Yes.
And we're glad that you're here right now because I'm sure a lot of our listeners are, well, they'd like to be informed and educated about alopecia. Now, some of you, our listeners, are probably going through this right now the initial stages of losing their hair. What are the symptoms of these of alopecia?
Okay. So, like I said, there are different categories of alopecia.
Okay.
So let's just talk about general hair loss first.
Okay.
All right. So we generally tend to lose hair every day,
Right.
right? So, but people also kind of get scared about that because there's not much awareness around that.
Okay.
So if you're losing hair anywhere between 5, 20, 100 hair a day, don't panic. It's all right.
So that's okay.
It's all right.
Okay.
It's all right to lose hair because as you see, plants shed,
Right.
so do hair shed.
Okay.
All right.
New one comes
New
in
one
and
comes- yeah.
right.
So there's a cycle. There's
Right.
a cycle to this. So that's just general hair loss, right? I mean, that's happening every day. I go through it. Other people are going through it. People go through it.
It's normal.
It's normal.
Okay.
Right? So no need to panic.
Okay.
No need to panic. The time when you're losing a lot more than normal. So you tend to see, oh, when you're combing your hair is coming out. That's fine. But then you suddenly see anytime you're pulling your hair, bunch of hair is coming out.
Right.
When you're combing your hair, bunch of hair
Right.
coming out.
Right.
That's when you got to start
That's
paying
when you
attention.
worry. Oh,
Don't be
okay.
worried. Pay attention.
Don't be worried. Pay
Pay
attention.
attention.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So just pay attention when you start
Losing more
losing more hair than normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's where you got to really pay attention. All right.
Now, what should we do if we're actually at this stage right now when we're paying attention?
Yeah. So pay attention to what's causing it. Find out the cause, right? So what happens is when generally people are losing lots of hair or even generally losing hair, what's the common practice? What do you think is a common practice?
I would probably just ignore it.
Oh, you would ignore it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
What would
probably
women do?
what would women do?
Especially women. What would they do?
Okay. They'll probably seek medical attention.
Really? Is
No.
that what you think?
Probably go to the nearest doctor or clinic and ask for a doctor's view.
That's what you would hope they would do, right?
Okay. What do they normally do?
Well, they just go down to a Watson's, a Manning's, the
Oh,
nearest,
yes.
the nearest pharmacy, and they want an anti-hair loss shampoo, an anti-hair fall this, an anti this, and like they'll just buy products after products after products.
You are so correct. This is what anyone would do.
Yeah.
And they'll just look for a package that says hair loss prevention or
Yeah,
something.
That's
Prevent
all.
hair
That's
loss.
all.
Okay.
That's all will get them to pick up the product and spend whatever it takes.
Even though it costs like an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll say, oh, they want to save their hair, so they're gonna, try this on there, or they've seen an ad somewhere,
Right.
right? Like
That
they
says-
that says anti-hair loss, strong hair, perfect for your hair growth, beautiful
Gain your
shiny
strong hair. Gain your strong hairs back, and yeah. Right.
So people fall prey to all these things, or they'll ask their friends, hey, I've been losing hair. What do you think? Oh, I use this great shampoo. I used it. It worked out fine.
Referral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what people do.
Right.
Yeah, and then they
And
end
this
up
is
with
wrong.
all these products. They've kind of like
I bet this is
they've got-
wrong.
They've got money in the beginning of the month, and then where their money goes is in all these products, and then they
Right.
try to use these products, and their hair doesn't just stop falling. It just continues.
It just continues.
It just continues.
And who do they blame? The friend.
They have the friend, the
That referred
product. They
them
say
to
the
the
product's
product.
horrible.
Right.
Then they'll go into the next product and product
Right.
after product, and
Exactly.
then all they know is that their bank has no more money.
Right. Because of all these products, right? Okay. So I'm sure you're about to say this is the wrong way.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It is. It is.
So
It is
what
something
should-
that even I used to do. So it is. I mean, if you're unaware, that's what you're gonna do.
Right.
So yeah. So you got to. What do you think is the next step?
Well, since one
Products are
doesn't
not
have
working.
no products working, I do not have money to to buy any more products, then I'd probably just ignore the fact that I'm going bald.
Bald, yeah, yeah. And then sooner or later, it could actually you might even start seeing patches around.
Right.
So,
And
when-
that's really bad.
Yeah.
When you start seeing patches of baldness,
Yeah.
I mean, you're in a stage that you should be really worrying.
You should be concerned.
You should be concerned. There you go. First it's worry, now it's concern.
No, first is pay attention.
Pay attention. I should write this down.
Don't
Pay
ever worry.
attention.
Don't worry, because I'll tell you why. What happens if you worry and all these
Right.
negative thoughts and stuff? What that'll do.
Right.
So pay
after paying
attention.
attention,
You should be concerned.
you should now be concerned because you're starting to notice patches of baldness
Yeah.
on your
On your scalp.
on your scalp.
Yeah.
Right. And what should one do?
Immediately seek medical advice.
This is when we seek medical advice.
Yeah, immediately, because when the patches appear, they could appear very small, like a 10-cent coin.
Right.
Or
It's
they
as
could-
small as that.
Yeah, it's first of all not even visible,
Right.
but then you'll start seeing triggers, like suddenly more hair is falling than usual.
Right.
So you got to look out for these patches if they're hidden somewhere.
Right.
And generally, it's someone like your mother, your sister, your friend, your salon will notice it, and they'll bring
Right.
it to your attention. So, if, first of all, you'd never notice the small ones. They start becoming like 20-cent coins, 50-cent coins, $1 coins, $5, right? So they
Bigger they
become
get.
bigger and bigger.
Right.
So they don't only become bigger, but they spread.
Oh, so it doesn't just stay at one location.
Yeah.
It spreads to other locations.
It spreads to other locations. So from alopecia areata, that's where the bald patch. If you have one or two bald patches, it's called alopecia areata. And then when it kind of like starts to move to places, that's called scaring or mild transient alopecia, when it's transiting or scaring around the scalp.
Okay.
All right?
And that's not what you call that's not what you call cancer, right? This is not cancerous. This is
No.
not cancer.
No.
Okay.
No.
Because some
So-
might think just by losing their hair, it's already the symptoms of having cancer. Right.
No.
Okay.
So for cancer patients, it's all different. They
It's
have
different.
cancer, they go through chemotherapy, and then they start losing hair. So that's different.
That's
right?
different, right.
So everybody, please do not get scared, because I've had patients come to me and they feel like, oh, I've got a patch and I feel I've got cancer.
Right.
Please do not go to that direction.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Consult with a doctor.
we're getting
consult-
that cleared.
Yeah.
Right.
Consult with a doctor. Go see a hair specialist or a dermatologist to get clarity on that. So, alopecia is just an autoimmune disease.
Okay.
All right? Like we heard in the beginning, it's an autoimmune disease. Your immune system is supposed to protect you, right, from any sort of outside infections and so on and so on. Now, if your immunity is very low for some reason or the other, what happens is the immune system attacks the healthy cells in your body. So it could be anywhere. Autoimmune doesn't only mean alopecia. It could mean skin diseases.
Right.
It could mean it attacks your eyes. It could mean you get migraines. It could mean it attacks your lungs. It attacks your heart. So there are different kinds of autoimmune diseases, and alopecia is one of the autoimmune diseases.
Okay. Now, for those listeners out there who's suffering or would like to ask Vina some questions regarding hair loss, just dial 1-834-100. Just hit digits 1-834-100. Call us up here at the studio, and you can speak directly to Vina. You can ask her any questions. Our studio hotline will be open from now until later. And of course, our SMS hotline is 66418811. That's 66418811. Or just comment down below our official fan page on Facebook, Pinoy Tayo San Juan. Just comment your questions, and I will read them for Vina. Vina, what are the symptoms to hair loss?
Okay. So what are the triggers?
What are the triggers?
Triggers, right?
Right.
So first of all, of course, it's stress.
Okay. This can come because of work. This can come because of your family. This can come because of your financial status.
Yeah. Or it could
A lot
be
of things
just
that can
like,
cause.
yeah, you're not happy with what you're doing. You're not being treated well.
Right.
You know,
It's a
And-
very stressful environment
Yeah.
right
So
now.
what happens when generally people are stressed? Your immune system goes down,
There you go.
right? And that's when people are stressed, the immune system goes down, and you get prone to diseases, you get prone to getting sick often.
Right.
So number one is make sure that you're able to find ways to release that stress, right?
Right.
So whether it could be talking to a friend, whether it could be exercising, whether it could be laughing out loud, joining a laughter club,
Right.
whether it could be practicing yoga, it has to be some form of activity that allows you
To de-stress.
to de-stress.
There you go.
Yeah, because if you're going to hold it on, it's just going to shut your immune system down.
Right.
And then you'll be prone to sort of health problems. So when we talk about alopecia is only one health problem. There could be so many others that come along,
Right.
right?
Right.
So, yeah.
So aside from stress,
So
are
stress
there any
being
other
number one.
triggers?
Stress being number one. Number two is nutrition,
Okay.
right? So, Hong Kong lifestyle is fast.
Right.
People want to get things done quick, and they want to, they want to get to work. They want to they want to handle multiple tasks.
Right.
They've got lots to do. They won't even eat their food on time. They won't even do anything on
I'm
time.
guilty. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
That is so me.
It's like you're gonna take care of everything else except you,
Okay.
right? You're doing everything else for everybody else
Right.
except for yourself.
Right.
So what happens is you're picking up fast food. You're picking up just anything just because you've got to eat breakfast, or you've just got to eat lunch, or you've got to eat dinner, just because you're trained throughout from your childhood that you've got to eat, and then so you eat just anything,
Just anything. Just
quick,
quick,
fast,
so
easy,
you can get on back to
and
whatever you're
tasty,
doing.
and
Right.
you'll pick up some of them. Will just pick up and just eat at your desk or eat while they're working. So, how do you think that's going to help your body?
Good question. Right. So.
Right? So how's it going to help? If you're going to pick up something really quick from McDonald's, which is not nutritious at all,
At
it's
all.
fast, it's possibly going to make you even more lazy. It's going to not give you that kind of energy that you need. It's heavy, it's oily, it's fried, it's junk.
It's basically just.
You're just dumping something into your body with
Right.
no attention, with no care, with not becoming aware of what the body needs to sustain its level of energy, to sustain good peak performance, to sustain healthy living a healthy lifestyle, or to even eat so that you can sleep better, so that you can digest food better, or
Right.
you can make your immune system stronger. You're
Right.
just eating for the sake of eating.
So we should know the proper food to take.
To give you nutrition, to give the body nutrition.
Right.
So, again, there are a lot of
Healthy
myths.
eating, right.
There are lots of myths about healthy eating. People think, what's your concept of healthy eating?
Healthy eating is to complete the pyramid of food, the food pyramid. We should have everything, just enough, enough of everything. We need healthy fats. We need protein. We need carbs. We need all of that every day.
And how much do you need?
That I'm not sure. Well, for me, I was actually told to just take a fist size of protein every day, and I should take my carbs and my basically everything else like protein and fruits and fish and all of that. As long as I get like a fist size of the
Okay,
meat that I love
did,
to take.
Did you ever follow it?
No.
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 Okay.
I tried, but I lost track. So
Okay, so that's old science already.
okay.
That's really old science. That we got to follow a pyramid. We got to make sure you got this many carbs, that many proteins, this
Right.
many fats, this many vitamins,
Right.
right? And or some people say lots of vegetables, lots of fruits. That should be good.
Right.
I'm eating healthy.
Right.
No,
No.
no,
Wow.
no.
Okay.
We got to really understand what the body is made of
Okay.
and what is controlling the entire body. Are you
What
having,
exactly you need.
What do you need?
What your
does
body
the body
needs,
needs?
right.
Sometimes you don't
And
need.
everyone is different.
And everyone's different.
By the way.
Everyone's different. The type of work they're involved in. Are
Yes.
they physically more active?
Right.
Are they less active? Yeah. So there's a whole. That's another whole story of what the body's made up of.
Right.
And what is exactly healthy eating. So, for a start, yeah, you can follow the old science, have more vegetables, fruits, and stuff.
Right.
But again, even being regular at everything, rather than just picking up something quickly and not being mindful and just throwing it down your mouth, and it's like a dustbin, and not really respecting this body.
Right.
So the same thing, if you don't respect this body, what's the input is the output.
Right. Exactly.
So if you're not mindful about something, if you're not mindful or conscious about what you're putting in there, this is what's going to happen. Your body's also going to throw out something, which then you got to take care of.
There you go. That's something that we should really look into. We should really need to know, are we consuming the proper amount of, or are we eating healthily?
What is
Is
healthy
there a
eating?
diet?
What is healthy eating?
Yeah, what is healthy
Questioning
eating?
That's
Yeah.
something people should really question and educate themselves on.
There you go.
And again, like I said, there's so many things up on Google, but who do you follow?
Right.
Right? So you really got to see what works for your own body. You got to
Okay.
really listen to your body, see what works, and then also get some education and empowerment from people who know. And you can see that they are models to that living that kind of life because they are healthy, they are so energetic. What are they doing that is missing in your life?
There you go.
Yeah.
This afternoon, we have Vina Dunsingani of Color Me Natural. And for those of you who just actually commented your questions, I will read them out after a break. We're going to take a break, Vina, and we're going to play a song that Janet Larano Macano actually requested. It's a Clean Bandit song. This time, Clean Bandit's teaming up with Demi Lovato with this one. Song's called Solo. You're so locked in with Hong Kong's hottest. Talking about alopecia this afternoon. Send your questions in 6641-8811 or give us a call 1-834-100.
Cause every time I read your message, I wish I wasn't one of your exes. No, I'm the fool. Since you've been gone, been dancing on my own. These boys up in my zone, but they can't turn me on. Cause baby, you're the only one I'm coming for. I can't take no more, no more, no more. I wanna but I'm broken hearted. But I like to party, touch, but I got nobody here on my own. I wanna but I'm broken hearted. Since the day we partied, touch, but I got nobody, so I do it so low. so low.
Need help to repair your building? Join the Urban Renewal Authority Smart Tender Scheme. There is an independent consultant to give technical advice and cost estimation, and an electronic tendering platform for appointing a contractor to minimize the risk of bid rigging. A DIY toolkit is provided too. The government also provides substantial subsidies for joining the scheme. Single block buildings and housing estates may be eligible. Call 3188-1188 for details.
It's currently 2:46 and this time check's brought to us by, of course,
Ang oras ay handog sa inyo ng 1528 Smart Pinoy Unli 98. Local data at calls Unli. May Peso Pay Maya credits pa. Kaya subscribe na.
Welcome back to the program. You're still with me, DJ, the Big J, your Party Friday DJ on PTS. In the mix, and we have Vina. Hi, Vina. Thank you so much for being here this afternoon. And of course, we're talking about alopecia or hair loss. And we've actually, you shared with us some of the symptoms and the triggers that actually causes hair loss. And off the air, we also spoke about other products that actually can lead to hair loss.
Yep.
Can you share a little something about that?
Yeah. So what do you think some of the products people generally use all the time?
For the hair, I don't know really because I don't have hair. I have no idea. Of course, there's the basics like shampoo, conditioners, some gel maybe, some hairspray. Oh, and color.
Hair color. So, a lot of us use hair color all the time.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Nowadays, we gray very young.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
True.
I grayed from the age of 18.
No way.
Yeah.
Very
Actually, all my hair is gray.
Doesn't look like it.
All my hair is gray.
Really? Wow.
So, because I started coloring my hair out of fashion and stuff, you know, dyeing and getting those highlights, lowlights, everything's
Getting fashionable, right?
Yeah, it's kind of being fashionable and
Right.
being trendy and stuff. So over time, I grayed really fast after
Okay.
that. After that, I grayed really, really fast.
Okay.
And I had no choice but to apply hair color once a month.
Once a month?
Once a month, I was at the salon, making sure I get the perfect color, perfect coverage, get my hair really nicely done by the salon, blow dry my hair, and blah, 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 blah. So I used to do that every single month for at least 10 years.
Isn't that bad?
Yeah. I realized that 5 years ago. I realized what it costed me. So it costed me my hair.
Oh,
right?
my.
So
Okay.
5 years ago, one fine day, after coloring my hair started falling in bunches and bunches, which was so abnormal.
Right.
Like I said, if you see 50, 100 hair fall a day, don't panic.
Right.
It's
Right.
all right. It's general. hair sheds, and
Right.
there's a cycle, so hair regrows. But if you see an alarming rate, which you've never seen, where you're shampooing your hair is falling in clumps. When you're brushing your hair, it's in clumps. You know,
You should pay attention.
you should really pay attention
Right.
to what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought I'd not gone for a haircut, you know, and
Right.
for a long time. That's why my hair was falling. That's me, you know, not being aware.
That's you. Okay, so
That
what
was me.
What you do what did you do next?
So I went to the hair salon. I got a haircut, and
Okay.
then my stylist was like, "Listen, there's something weird going on here. I'm combing your hair, and your hair is just falling off."
Oh
you know?
my!
He was
That
like,
bad.
"I think it's an internal problem."
Right.
So I said, "Okay." He said, "You better go and see a doctor."
Okay.
So I took an appointment with a dermatologist. In fact, before I went to the dermatologist, my mom started checking my scalp because she knows about these things
Right,
apparently,
okay.
and I don't listen. I didn't listen to her that time, thinking I knew better.
Right.
So she noticed a patch.
Okay.
She noticed a patch on my scalp, which is really tiny. Then
About a
I-
10-cent
10 cent, yeah. There were one or two of them.
size. Okay.
And then I went to the dermatologist, and the dermatologist, yeah, took my blood test actually.
Okay.
First thing is they took my blood test.
Did they find any?
Yeah, so they found nutritional deficiencies.
Okay.
So I was low in iron. My hemoglobin was low. I had certain vitamin deficiencies as well, you know. So the doctor was really nice. She was like, "Don't worry, 6 months, you know, you'll be fine.
You'll be
take,
fine."
Take this vitamins, take this cream and stuff." But I wasn't convinced because I could see patches developing.
Right.
And so, yeah, I mean, what I found out throughout my lesson, throughout my experience, is that I had to stop chemical hair dye.
Okay.
Is one of the main reasons I also got alopecia areata was because I was using chemical hair color every single month to color my hair.
And luckily, you have a color, a product, just in case our listeners would like to color their hair right now. You also have a product here that says 100 natural hair color.
Yeah, yeah. So throughout the whole process, I learned that I couldn't color my hair anymore with chemical colors because
Right.
even though they said ammonia free makes no difference,
Right.
guys, please, ladies,
We don't even know what it means.
you know, yeah, what does that mean? You
What
guys,
does that
everyone
mean?
says ammonia free, and then you feel, oh, there's no chemical.
Yeah, you feel safer.
But,
Oh, it's ammonia free.
You know,
oh,
what does that mean?
I'll take this one.
There are like at least 5 to 10 different chemicals in there, and there are 5 harmful ones.
Okay.
And generally, the advertising companies, they don't write there in big things. Like
Right.
they don't print it big. They just say no ammonia, and that's it. And they make people happy thinking that's the
The-
only one you got to pay attention
Exactly.
to. But you got to really look at the instructions, the small instructions. What is there? Find out what the chemicals are. One thing you really got to be aware of: PPD.
What's BPD?
So it's one of the chemicals that actually brings on the color to your hair
Okay.
really fast.
Okay.
You know, and it's the most carcinogenic chemical, which can actually cause cancer.
Okay.
All right. So, like I said, this kind of education only comes when you go to a specialist, you go to a naturopath, you go to someone who knows about this.
Right.
So I learned over time that there are products out in the market, including, like I've got a product called Vegetal.
Okay.
All right, so this is from India. This is 100% natural hair color. It's got no chemicals at all. What's giving it color then? You know, it's all the herbs. These are herbs from India.
So it's healthier.
Yeah. So there's the herbs. It's henna. It's got indigo. It's got gooseberry. It's got coffee. It's got some other sort of Indian herbs which actually even promote growth.
So it's 100% natural.
Yeah. You know, and you will see because natural hair colors generally don't give you instant results.
Right.
It takes longer.
Right.
It's very easy application, but the thing is, you got to keep it a little bit longer on your hair so that the color actually oxidizes
Okay.
over time, you know?
There you go.
So, yeah, we've got beautiful shades like soft black, burgundy, dark brown, which are the common colors which people like to use.
Yes, exactly.
And it's very easy to use. You actually see that your hair stops falling, it grows better because it's not only a hair color, but it's also a treatment. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to read out a couple of questions, one of which came from one of our certified addict. She is asking.
It's a certified, sir?
She is asking if she is asking if ever she is suffering from alopecia, will it be possible to pass it on to her children?
It can be genetic, yes. Yes. If she has, as in, pass it on to her existing children now who are already born or
That's
new?
basically all she said. Let's just assume.
Okay, so if it
she's-
is children who are already there with her,
Right.
and if she's just got alopecia now,
Right.
nothing to worry about.
No.
It's not contagious.
It's not
or
contagious,
not
right?
contagious.
Right.
However, if she's pregnant with a newborn and she's had alopecia in the past,
Right.
then there's something that she's got to be concerned about
There's a
because it
chance.
can be genetic as well.
Okay.
So I have seen children, really small young children born with alopecia, or even they start getting alopecia at the age of 2, 3, 4, you know, yeah.
Another good question received is, how is alopecia areata treated?
It's treated with, again, the way I sort of like give an experience to people is look at it in a holistic manner.
Okay.
In an integrative manner. Initially, when I was hearing that clip you played on,
Right.
the video clip, it said it's not treatable, there's no cure. No, it's not true.
Okay.
It's not true. It's
Right.
not true. There is a cure as long as you catch it on really quickly. You take action soon.
Okay.
Rather than waiting until it becomes 3, 4 years and then you want to do something about it.
Right.
But when the trigger has started, when you've developed alopecia areata, you can cure it with products. You can cure it with correcting your lifestyle habits, your
Right.
nutrition. You know, the way you just really got to introspect and see what's the trigger points. And that's why people come to me for
Right.
for guidance on that. Because when I got alopecia areata, I cured myself naturally using everything natural, from natural products to lifestyle changes to seeing what the trigger points are. So a lot of people are not aware of that, so that's why they come to me. So I guide them on a very integrative model and holistic model on how do you actually treat alopecia, and cost effective as well.
Great. Thank you so much, Vina. We've got about 3 minutes left. I mean, this has been a very educational hour for us, especially for those of us suffering from alopecia or hair loss right now. Thank you so much for being here. It's been a very informative program. How can they get in touch with you just in case they have further questions to ask?
Yep. So, like I was mentioning that as a awareness campaign, I'm actually offering free consultation to
Right.
all domestic helpers and drivers every Sundays up till November. You can call me at 9167-5431. That's my number. Or you can call my staff at 628-72794 to make an appointment with me. I'm located in Chimsachoy. You can even visit my website, which is www.colormenatural.net. If you have any groups of people who would like to be educated, empowered by this knowledge, feel free to call me. I'm happy to sort of like share the knowledge and educate and empower people around this area of, expertise. And, like I said, be careful of what you're using. You can be contaminated through air, food, products, so many things, these
Right.
days. And in terms of even nutrition, if you're not having complete nutrition, at least take Nevada spirulina, which is non-toxic, it's organic, it's certified and it's therapeutic, it's certified to be safe and non-toxic, healthy, organic. It's got the certification of U.S. Pharmacopoeia, which actually they even supply to the hospitals and health clinics.
That's
It's
great.
got that level of purity.
There you go.
Where when you have it, you will see results that you're protecting your body and your immune system is, strong enough to tackle anything.
Anything.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Vina. Once again, Vina and of course Color Me Natural is offering free hair and scalp consultations for everyone every Sunday in September, October, and November. So for details of the products that they offer as well as about the topic hair loss, just give them a call at 9167-5431 or 6287-2794. It's been great. Thank you so much. It was a great afternoon. Thank you for being here, Vina.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Jay, for inviting me. And ladies, you can have beautiful hair. Just know how to take care of it.
The Big J's in the